Well, Torry Holt, 11 years, 7 Pro Bowlers, top 15, 16 most receiving yards in league history, and he's a former Ram, and tonight the L.A. Rams host Arizona. I don't know. I look at this tonight, and I think to myself, when you go into playoff games, you're at home, you think you've got the healthier team, the better defense, and the better coach. If I, as a player, I would feel like if I was a Ram tonight, does it add pressure or confidence knowing you check more boxes tonight?
I think it's both. You know, but the Rams got to pick themselves up off of the letdown and the missed opportunity last week against San Francisco 49ers, still up home field. They got pushed around in that game. So the pressure for them, first and foremost, is who's going to show up tonight. Yes, it's the biggest of stages, so they all know the expectations. But now's the time. The beauty is they got another opportunity, Colin. This is a good football team. Now, they'll be challenged on the back end, obviously, with the injuries that's happening with Taylor Rapp and Fuller, guys who played extremely well for this football team. There's going to be some challenges there. And even with the linebackers, somebody's got to slow down Ertz. Who would that be? But this is a talented football team at home. They have a ton of confidence. Even getting pushed around by the 49ers, this is still a confident football team. But I want to see how they respond from getting pushed around by divisional team in the 49ers. And then they play another divisional football team tomorrow night in the Arizona Cardinals. Will the Cardinals try to mimic some of that of the San Francisco 49ers? I just don't think the Cardinals are tougher than the Rams.
You know, it's interesting. You averaged 77 yards per game, which is like top 10 all time in the history of the NFL. I think it's like 7th. Cooper Kupp is getting to a point where I almost expect 80 yards a game from Cooper Kupp. Now, all receivers are not the same. Some are burners, some are route runners. When you watch Cooper Kupp, what do you see? I mean, because Torry, it's one thing to get yards. He's open a lot, right?
Yeah.
You were open a lot. What does he do that's special to you?
Well, for one, he's a fantastic football player, first and foremost. And real ball players know what I'm talking about. He happens to play the wide receiver position. He's very productive. He was that way when he was in university. I mean, you saw the breakdown of him and his father just throwing the ball around the house. So he's very comfortable around the football. He's got natural hands, great hand-eye coordination. And then, as you see there, the run after the catch ability. He's 6'2", 210 pounds. He's good in the red zone. He's efficient on third downs. He can play inside extremely well, as we always see. But he's also a good X or good Z if you need him. Total package, Triple Crown winner, so greatly deserved. From the beginning of the season to now, Cooper Kupp has played MVP football. He'll be in talks for that, as well as the Offensive Player of the Year. I don't know if the Rams are the same football team if they don't have Cooper Kupp on the roster. He's come through all year long for this ball club, and I think he'll come through again on Monday night. That's just who he is. It's the other guys that want to have to continue to raise their game up to the level of all-pro like Cooper Kupp for the Rams to advance.
So what did you make of the quarterback draw? Let's start with that. What did you make of the call?
I didn't like the call at all, but I totally get the logic of it. They just got to be smarter. The Cowboys all year long lacked in details. I mean, you've heard it all weekend, and even today, Monday. Everybody's talking about the lack of details from the Dallas Cowboys. Nothing in regards to the talent. Again, the lack of details here by Dak Prescott and that football team. You got to be aware of situations. Get the ball to the referee. Get it spotted. Or go down. First and foremost, go down 5 yards early. Get the ball to the ref. Give yourself a chance to throw a Hail Mary. They were not locked in. And this is a football team, Dallas Cowboys, most penalized football team in the National Football League. At some point, those things come to hurt you. And when you're playing good teams like the San Francisco 49ers in the offs and just want to go home, you can get beat. And that's exactly what happened to the Dallas Cowboys. They beat themselves, over-penalized, and did not make the plays. But shouts out to the San Francisco 49ers, an NFC West team. Colin, 3 teams in the NFC West, 10 or more wins this season. And this NFC West, they've all 4 teams have played in the Super Bowl in the last 20 years. This football conference, they know how to play when it comes to playoff times, and they certainly know how to get to the Super Bowl. San Francisco 49ers, shout out for them standing up, again, showing physical mentality, taking that style on the road to Dallas, and getting out of there, surviving and getting a win, and they will advance.
Listen, we saw 3 tiers of quarterback play this weekend. We saw, Mahomes, Brady's first half, Josh Allen, Burrow. That's elite stuff. That's world class. And then we saw guys in the middle that are certainly capable. Dak, Jimmy G, Derek Carr, certainly capable. Not quite as special, but capable. And then we saw, let's take Ben out because he's retiring. Then we saw Mac and Jalen. So they weren't good enough, but to me the question is, are they not good enough, or are they not good enough yet? And I don't know. I look at the AFC, and I look at all these AFC quarterbacks, and Herbert, and Burrow, and Allen, and Mahomes, and Lamar, and I look at Mac Jones, and Torrey, part of me is like, man, that ceiling, those guys are all not even in their prime yet. Maybe Mahomes is. If you were Belichick, would you consider saying, hey, listen, I've developed this kid. 9 teams need quarterbacks. I'm 70. I'm going to kick the tires on moving Mac and getting a guy like a Kirk Cousins or a Derek Carr. Is that crazy?
Yes. I'm staying with a winner. This guy's a winner, Colin. This guy won in college. A phenomenal job in his rookie years. Just like any other rookie quarterback, you're going to have your bumps and your bruises, but his team was in the offs. It wasn't Mac Jones and that entire team. Patriots and coaches alike lost that game in Buffalo. They got everybody got beat. They ran up against a better matched Buffalo Bills team and a guy in Josh Allen, who's one of the top quarterbacks, top 5 quarterbacks, whatever you want to put him in the National Football League. And he's young, and he's only going to continue to get better from his experiences. They were better than the Patriots on the other night, and Mac Jones is fine. The experience that these young guys garner from this game will help them leaps and bounds as their career goes forward. The trajectory for this guy's career is on par because they have a solid organization, the leadership over there in New England. They want to win. The expectation is to win. They want guys want to be there to win. So I would not panic. I'll keep Mac Jones in there. Let him continue to develop and lead this football team. He's a winner. The Patriots will continue to be in favorable positions with the team that they have.
Okay, so Jalen Hurts. Philadelphia's got 3 first-round picks. Russell Wilson's not happy. Aaron could be on the market. Deshaun Watson. Do you feel the same way with Jalen Hurts, who really struggled yesterday? There were more opportunities for him than Mac. I mean, Tampa Bay didn't move the ball much third quarter. Do you feel the same way with Jalen Hurts as I'm rolling it back with him?
Yeah, I do. I like the beauty of and I like the development and where our young quarterbacks are going. So no, I don't want to turn the page on Jalen Hurts, and I still want to see more. He wants to see more, but his attitude, his mentality. Again, another Alabama player quarterback who's come from an environment of winning, understands what it takes to win, has the right mindset. If you listen to him the other day in his post presser, the things that he was saying, he's ready to get back to work right now. I like that leadership. I like where the Eagles and Jalen Hurts are going. Just continue to build around him, continue to ask him to raise his game up. I think the Eagles going with Jalen Hurts will be fine going forward.
So the favorites all won this week except the 49ers. And, there's a reason they're favorites. We were talking, I don't think Cincinnati, I feel like this has been a great season, somewhat overachieved in their division. And I don't see them going to Tennessee and winning. I think that's a big ask. I also don't think San Francisco can go to Green Bay. If I said to you, I just think there are things I feel and things I don't. I think the two teams, you tell me, did you ever have a bye and did it help you? Because I think
yes,
it does.
Yes. And for us, I remember I bye week my rookie year in 1999 with the St. Louis Rams. We had a bye week and we was itching to get out on the field. Practices were phenomenal. Guys were just itching, couldn't wait to get out on the football field, and we were able to unleash that energy. I think we put up 40-some plus points in that game against the Vikings. Chris Carter, Randy Moss, and those guys. Heck of a football team, talented as well. And I just remember how fresh we were. I just remember how locked in we were. We were comfortable. We were at home. We were able to sleep in our own beds. We were able to come to our facilities every day and train and prepare and to get ready for the biggest games of our lives. So, yes, the bye weeks can help. Colin, and this is the playoffs, and the beauty of playoffs, and particularly this year, this has been a fantastic year of NFL football, one of the best ever. And anybody right now feels they can go anywhere and win. And that's why I'm excited about San Francisco and the Packers, because San Francisco's style of football, they're going to run it at you down after down. And without Bosa the other night, they were still getting out the street and Dante Evans and those guys. So the playoffs, anybody can go on the road and win, and certainly with the parity that we have right now in the offs.
All right. Great seeing you. By the way, Torry and his brother Terrence started the Holt Brothers Foundation, the promise to help kids who have parents and guardians with cancer. Also, if you want to help him, his Hall of Fame vote for Canton, ProFootballHallOfFame.com/fan vote. It's great seeing you. We always love you on the show, my man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Colin. Always, man, and appreciate you having me on. And yes, HoltBrothersFoundation.org. Help us out. We're helping young kids with a parent or guardian that's battling with cancer, providing peer empathy, education, and emotional support to those kids. So HoltBrothersFoundation.org. We can certainly use your help and spread the word. Thanks, Colin.
Thank you, Torry Holt, an all-time great. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.